ready. It's about to go down.
I have a feeling a lot of favs are gonna die, and I'm not ready for it. Faves. Faves? Faves? How do you say that?
Favs. Say favs.
Favs. Well, a lot of favs, but yeah, probably you should get ready. He should get ready, right?
Also, Nikolai likes to work on making me feel really vulnerable and not at ease. So a lot of that's quite close to the surface and quite raw.
White raw.
Yeah, close to the surface.
Really, just boiling.
Yeah, you might say.
You want to keep it on a simmer.
You might say
all
excruciating.
The time.
I mean, you could say that.
Out on the real Iron Throne and taken a selfie.
Yes, I have done that, and I've also broken it.
How did you break
broke
it?
By sitting on it.
Was it made of styrofoam?
No, I'm a whole lot of woman.
Well, there's a whole lot of woman. Oh, I'm sorry. Cheating.
Thank you guys so much.
If you could go back and change one decision Brienne made over the seasons,
What's my name? What's the character name?
Brian. If you could go back and change one decision Brian made over the seasons, what would it be and why? Brienne of Tarth.
I think Brian would have got together with Tormund much earlier and cut out a whole storyline that sort of started around season 3.
Great. So...
Next
years younger you. What would you say to your...
Wow, that is...
Actually go into anaphylactic shock if I have to have anything to do with the zoo. This is so wonderful. Thanks for
Was
this.
that good?
Perfect. I'm gonna give you.
You said this quote, why are we gonna need therapy when the show ends?
Because I think that our performances this season are so powerful that people will actually die when they watch them.
They will need therapy because it's so... I don't know, why would they... You never answered the question. Why would they need therapy?
It was a throwaway statement. I mean,
Once mentioned that the scenes you loved best were with Nikolai.
I've subsequently decided that's incorrect. And anything not involving Nikolai has proved to be
horrible for her.
A lot
just
more
absolutely
enjoyable.
Less enjoyable.
And less strange.
But you know what? You're so good in our scenes.
Ice or fire?
Ice.
Oh. Well, I just heard the craziest idea today that who was it? What was the guy?
The
Varys is a man-made.
Isn't that
it? What?
He's a merman.
Oh, merman.
I almost want to get all the outtakes of you guys in full costume doing this with each other because
no one likes it. We've annoyed everyone.
Yes.
Everyone
We've
on set.
annoyed
Yes.
everyone on set, and they don't want to be around it.
Yeah.
We did alienate people over the years, didn't we?
The friendship.
No, that's but everyone just got they didn't appreciate the fun we were having.
What was Jamie's high point in this series, from your perspective? And by that I mean series as in Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
and I mean series
No, I understand the
1,
question. Thank
7.
you. That's a great question. I think the high point was just before he met Brienne of Tarth. No, I think to be fair, I think for Jamie as a character, high point was meeting Brienne of Tarth.
And why do you think that was?
Well, because it was a bit of a disaster, of course, because meeting her meant suddenly he stepped up and thought of someone outside the family, and he when she was about to get raped, he stepped in and that lost his hand, and that changed his whole perception of self, and that thus he has become the better man for her.
So what would you say she's done for him?
That's.
Would you say she's made him a more likable character, more human character, someone that audiences can connect with more? Do you think they would come up to the actress that played Brienne of Tarth and say, I didn't like that Jamie character before you.
No.
You made him likable. You did. You did.
No.
And is there anything that you would change of the ending?
No, but I mean, no, but that's like... No, because you but you don't. It's like reading it. No.
It's immaculate.
But I like us.
You're pathetic.
So pathetic. self-obsessed. Just stop talking about yourself.
Okay.
Now I have a question for you. What? No, I shouldn't stop doing it. I was about to make something up. What? Is this a new thing?
These are
they
they're off white.
blood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, you don't.
But why do you?
It's a
keep
part.
it
It's
separate?
a part of the
touch
shoe.
someone's shoe.
Yeah.
I just don't
What's
think
that? What's that? Sorry,
it's
what's
actually part of the design.
It's part of the
part of
design.
the-
Virgil
It's
Abloh's
off-white.
Off-White in
Yes.
collaboration with Nike,
Yeah, but-
and that
Yeah.
Nike, and that's
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's a comment. I mean, you receive it however you want, but it's
Right.
a postmodern comment on consumerist society.
That you paid how much for?
I was gifted.
judgment about
I'm not gonna
someone
lie,
else's
but here's the thing.
No, hang on a
Here's the
second.
thing.
Hang on a
Here's
second.
the thing.
Hang on a
Here's
second.
the thing.
Hang on a
Here's
second.
Would you like to
the
ask
thing.
questions
No.
about the show?
Here's the
I
thing.
would.
Hang on a second. No, wait. I love
Let's talk
this.
about my
It-
shoe.
it- it's a comment on post-consumerism, whatever you said, and that's just how much was the shoe?
Well, here.
Has it been fun to do press together? Because we love our Brienne and
Yes,
Jamie.
it's been wonderful.
No, I have enjoyed it.
Absolutely
I don't
wonderful.
enjoy it. I don't like
He
you.
keeps looking at me and saying, "Where's that Norwegian Tolman guy?" But this is me. I'm here. I don't know. How have you dealt with leaving Game of Thrones? Did you have an identity crisis as well?
I think the identity crisis I've had has been doing the show.
You're back. Found yourself
Now
again.
I'm back.
Like looking back on the seasons, what you think the biggest turning point was for your character that sort of pushed them into the direction that they are.
Well, I think
in?
for Jamie, I think it was meeting Brienne of Tarth. There's no question about it. It had a lot of consequence. He lost his hand.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd get along because the
I knew
first
from
time
the moment I saw
I
her.
met Nikolai, he was off with me.
You're much happier in daylight.
I saw him in a makeup truck. Someone said I was very nervous because I thought Nikolai was a great actor. And they said, "Do you want to meet Nikolai?" And I said, "No, I'm really nervous." And they said, "No, he's fine." I went in and he's sitting in the chair and looked at me and just looked me up and down and said, "Yes." And that's how we met. And then after that, and I got annoyed actually because really no
she
one
never
had
gets
treated me
annoyed.
like that before. And then the next time was at the read-through when you marched up to me and said, "We need to go and rehearse now." And I said, "Well, I'm actually having sex." And you said, "Well, I hope you're not going to be difficult about all this."
Wow.
That's what you said.
It's
And
really
then
not
Nina
my-
Gold said, "Oh, this is great. This is exactly what we wanted. We didn't know it would turn out like this."
It's a long way to King's Landing. Might as well get to know one another.
That's
Never
not how
once
That's
did
not.
I.
That's,
Really, what do
that's-
you
no,
remember?
I actually remembered that we instantly hit it off.
Valyrian steel.
It's yours.
Where?
It was just like, do you want to go have a drink? Yes, let's go have a drink. We would talk about personal stuff, one's love life. And I realized that
Stop it! Just all a dream.
It was all a dream.
Brienne wakes up in the aisle with a, "Oh, I had the weirdest dream." Oh my gosh, she does it again.
Well, you know what? We
It's a
are
theory.
all going to die. And it's something that you have to come to terms with and make the most of each day.
Have you come to terms with that? Mortality? I think.
Yeah, I think I have. Have you?
No,
Really?
not really.
Why?
I don't want to die.
You don't want to?
I know, I will.
Are you going to be cryogenically frozen? Just the head. Can you afford just the head? Or
They
will
don't
you
have
go for the
anything
full
that-
body? What do you want me to say? Do you
Nothing.
want me to start saying something?
I'm saying good things
Yeah,
about
I
you.
don't know. It
I
feels
felt
pretty on the
instant
edge.
connection. Met this woman and her husband. The husband was inside this costume, and then his hand came out and gave me this note that I had to give to her, and then he basically proposed to her.
Through you.
Through me, yeah.
So you proposed
I proposed
to
to
her.
her. Yeah.
You proposed
Well,
to
I
her
did-
for him.
Yes, and then the ring came out of this big costume, and then of
And
course,
did you put the ring on her
No,
finger?
I didn't.
And did she say yes or no to you?
No, she said yes to the thing, the
She
head.
said
And then she hugged the thing. It was like, but it was very sweet.
What will you miss most about each other?
Oh, her wit. She's funny. Even when she doesn't mean to be. that thing.
I'm trying to think
It
what.
gets so emotional about things. It's very funny. Okay, stop now. You don't have to say anything. Okay, say something nice.
I won't miss that. I actually won't miss that. And every time I start to get a little bit sentimental about it, then
I say
see
something to
him,
stop that.
and he's just a huge disappointment.
Because I know.
This is going to be an investment, what the snacks are. Do you enjoy snacks? You don't strike me as the sort of person that does snack. That's snacking on nuts, but it's a healthy option.
Oh, no.
Do I speak into it like a microphone?
No.
Will everyone in Game of Thrones end up as White Walkers? Cannot predict now. What a cop-out! What are you doing? You didn't ask it anything.
I thought of a
You
question.
thought
inside.
into it.
Yeah. Will Daenerys Targaryen end up on the Iron Throne?
Now look at the...
Oh. What does it say?
Just nice. Say anything.
Yes.
Improvise. You thinking into it again? Eric, it hurts my heart knowing Jamie ain't winning this thing. But what he is winning at
You
is
know
eating
nothing, Eric.
nuts. What?
He knows nothing. He
What
doesn't
was
know
that?
that I'm not winning.
Thing you did then, that noises, those noises.
Well, go
Was
with
it an impersonation?
No, I would never do that.
Was it an impersonation of someone?
No, it's just some eating.
Can you name the dragon?
I can't.
Drogon?
The other one.
The other one.
Which is.
I love a necklace.
I'm sure.
It makes you look young and hot
Oh,
forever.
even better.
There
Yeah,
you
I'll
go.
take that.
How?
Isn't it my turn?
No, I have a question. How important in your personal growth has working with me been?
Can you read? Are you okay? Do you want me to read it out? Like we do with your lines. Shall I read it out and then you repeat it and that's how you learn it? Should we do that?
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
You've done so well.
I really appreciate
When
that.
we started out, it was a struggle the first few years, but you've really grown.
I want to thank you for that.
Well, you want.